EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Over. Watch it now, Barney.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a pick. Pickup of only a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Dietrich Wise Jr. with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. The Bills send the punter out. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, Michelle. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. The 1st carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now a toss play. This is White. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a dump off to White. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Here's Allen to throw it. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does, where a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. It's complete. Stills. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it, because you're running away from people on it.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Gone!
On 1st down, Allen brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Gone! Over!
This is Coleman. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll toss it to Coleman. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a handoff to Miller. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Watching that, Barney!
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Coleman now. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Watching that, Barney!
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are in for 6.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with two hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Now let's go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Escaping the pressure right. He's got White here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Here's Coleman. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They will run again with Coleman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Coleman, and he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56, gone, 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 gone. Over, 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 over.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that'll be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now on third down. Hard throw, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Well, the Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards Stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. To Michelle on the screen. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the 2nd half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
He'll look to throw. Bust through the tackle. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Goes underneath here to White. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Detroit!
Allen now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Detroit! Over!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17.
Detroit!
And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So the Patriots coming out now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a carry for White. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Set! Green, 39!
Back to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll go with a keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen to throw on 1st and 10. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
A give. This is Michelle. And some room to work. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jerry Hughes in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this is going to be incomplete. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Briggs. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially in overtime.